All right, so Nas and DJ Premier finally dropped their long anticipated joint collaborative album titled
Light years.
Light Years. Thank you. I drew a blank that quick. It is the seventh and final installment in Mass Appeal's Legend Has It series, which has been showcasing legends all year, and they've been doing a great job at that as well. It is what? Let me see. It is 15 tracks with a runtime of 48 minutes, so not a very long album. Not many features either. I think AZ is the only feature.
Just
Matter of
AZ.
fact,
Yep.
just AZ.
Nah, Steve Miller Band.
What they on? What song they on?
The Time Keeps On Slipping joint.
Oh no,
It's time. It's time. Like that wasn't a sample. That
wasn't a
got
sample?
actual Steve Miller Band.
Oh dang! Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought that was a sample. Oh, that's
yeah.
dope. Wow.
He
Okay.
actually they
Dang.
in the notes for the album.
Dang, that's dope. I did not know that. Well, 2 features. Thank you for that. Yeah, so not many features. Obviously you get the signature DJ Premier scratching all over the album. Sounded like a very, very, very hip-hop album. Taking it back to like the 90s. Boom bap, very boom bap. It took me a minute to listen to the album. It was so much new music dropping that day. I didn't listen to that one right away, but I was on Twitter and I saw everybody basically saying that DJ Premier is washed, like the beats suck. Nas always had a reputation of picking bad beats. So I went into it kind of expecting like, it's probably not gonna be that good. Then I listened to it and I was like, bro, why are people complaining? Like, I mean, I do have a couple complaints, I guess, but largely this is a good album. Like, I don't even
Solid
see what the
album.
problem is. Very solid album. What was your thoughts when you first listened, Dress?
Yeah, like I said, the same thing on Twitter. People was bashing and everything. I didn't understand it, but I just don't think it was meant for them. A lot of people that are listening to it saying that word younger people don't want to be the old guy in the room, but they were the younger people. I just don't think they really expected, didn't even know what they expected to hear from this album. Because what would you gonna expect on a new album from Nas? You know what I mean? Is it gonna be boom bap? A lot of people don't even like boom bap no more. But
Right.
I like the album. I thought it was real good. It was a real easy listen. Nas is flowing over these tracks. Wonderful. DJ Premier the beats were solid. I don't know. That one really threw me off because I love Premier. So that one really threw me off. But the beats was nice. The album was nice. I didn't get the bashing on it.
Yeah, I didn't either, man. I thought it was a good album overall. What about you, Ant?
It feels especially weird that people would be jumping out saying Nas is washed because it ain't like he stopped making music. Like, how many albums Nas done put out with Hit Boy in the last 5 years?
Like 5.
They won a Grammy together just, last 2 years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
He dropped
like,
two or three King's Disease and then the Magic series.
It's 3.
Talking like,
3. Then he dropped that one part 2 of an album that he had. Lost Tapes 2.
Oh, Lost Tapes.
That was that was recent. That was a good album too.
Yeah, I don't get where people were feeling like he fell off. Like the Primo beats are Primo beats. Like it feels like a Nas album, like a particular kind of Nas album because you got Primo beats. Like there's a lot of like the scratches to it, the vocal samples.
I miss the scratches, man. Scratches was real nice touch. I missed that in the albums. That was real nice.
And you get that with Primo. Like that's the thing that he gonna do. He gonna chop up, parts of a Nas song and loop it into another beat. And, it feels like you would expect this to sound. Like I think Dress is right that there's people who are listening to this who, maybe don't have a strong feel for what Nas's versatility is or what Nas even in the pocket. Like this feels like Nas is rapping from the pocket. Like he not going crazy with it. Like the song that I feel like got the most, kind of vocal movement to it is Nasty Esco Nazir, I think it's called. And he like rapping from like different styles of over his career. But for the most part, like no, it sounds like a solid Nas album.
Sound like a love letter to hip hop.
Man,
lot of
you
that.
took my point. That's what I was about to jump in here and say.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But no, I don't like. Do you want Nas to be rapping on trap beats, sexy drill? Like, no, bro. You gonna get like what you expect out of a Nas and Primo album? Like, I don't really get the pushback. But that is my large segue with Dress said. We were all talking about recently concept albums because we was talking about Big Crit's album and how it was basically a love letter to his favorite Cadillac, you know. And this was clearly a love letter to hip hop. Like he got a song on there about graffiti writers. He got a pause tapes about that's Havoc in the beginning of that. If you didn't know, Havoc in the beginning. I thought that was DJ Premier, Primo in the beginning. I almost said DJ Supreme.
You should have, man. You should have. That would have been dope.
DJ Premier, Primo, man. I thought that was him in the beginning, but from the credits I pulled up, it said Havoc. But I didn't realize I was Havoc. But that makes sense though. Havoc, obviously a legendary producer. But basically just telling you how he used to how he made his first beats off like, you know, taking a cassette, listening to the radio, pausing it, looping it, pausing, looping it. So you got that. You got the track that he mentioned every female MC, hip hop artist, anybody do a hip hop.
Not everyone.
Who he missed? Who he missed?
He missed Lil Sims, Rico Nasty. He missed some spitters, man.
Call them out, Dress.
For sure. For real, too. I was waiting. I was like, where they at? But nope, didn't say him. I'm kind of surprised he didn't say Lil Sims, man. She be spitting. She is a lyricist to the end. So that was surprising, but he said he still loves him if he ain't name y'all.
Right. He thought
your name, I still love you.
He thought that catch on that, like, hey, I forgot you.
Yeah. For real.
I also wonder, go ahead.
He named a lot.
He did, bro. He did.
He named Shorty No Mas.
Like, I don't even know who that is, bro.
He was dropping names, bro.
He named DJ Supreme.
That makes me wonder, like, when they was doing this song, is it like him just writing down in a pad, just constantly add names? Is he asking other people like, man, you remember that one chick, man, 1993, man, she was freestyling at this club, man, she was killing. Like, how far do you gotta scroll back in your Rolodex? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm sure, like, I don't know every woman that he named. I ain't about to sit here and pretend like I do. So like some of them people he named, they might have only had maybe one track for all I know. Maybe they only had, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they was only hot for a few months. I don't know, because a lot of it just seemed like he just was reminiscing about, you know, the past in hip hop and women's role in it and everything like that, and their position.
Yeah.
So that is I'm interested in how he got all these names. Like, was he calling people, texting them like, hey, can you give me some, you know, some female MCs just to make sure I'm covering all my bases, you know what I mean?
Right. To me, it sounded like he wrote them all down and then was just looking at it and recording it. Right. Shout out to this, shout out to this. The way like he was saying it, that he was just shouting them out from a list that he made, and that's just how it felt to me.
It's like one of them like crime scene webs, like with the rubber bands and shit connected. Yeah, like on the bulletin board.
Yeah, all the pictures and the yarn connected, everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It gotta be
feel
like
he might have, you know, hit the Googles and was like, you know, give me some female MCs.
Right.
Some of them
female rappers.
He definitely pulling from memory. Like he was naming like Ladybug Mecca. He was naming. I mean, he put Left Eye in there. He put Lauryn Hill, but then it's like
ones for sure.
Oh yeah,
he
definitely.
put Sexy Red and Ice Spice.
Yeah. At the end, he had he put a lot of nains in it, but
sure did.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to. I mean, he kind of did have to in a way.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't. I guess.
Did he say Glorilla? I don't think he said Glorilla. He said Big Glow.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Did he?
Okay. He said like all the current ones. He said all the current ones like kind of like back to back. Like he was like he put Cardi, Nicki Minaj, like 3 or 4 or 5 of like the newer ones like all like in a row. But I was impressed that he was able to rhyme some of them and the rest he just start saying their names.
I'm looking at the list.
You said Azealia Banks. What was that for?
Bro. You didn't have to do that.
No, Nas, you did
I'm
not.
I'm sure it's a tweet that she hating on this nigga on, like calling him out or something about it. You know what I'm saying? It's an angry tweet attached to it somewhere, I'm sure.
Facts.
But you got my story, your story. You know what I'm saying? You got AZ on there, kind of giving you that nostalgia there. Junkie. I don't love the song Junkie, but it is a point.
I like the
you know what I'm saying?
concept. I like the concept.
I like the concept.
Yeah.
The
He's
song's
addicted to
probably
hip hop.
my.
I fuck with that.
I love that actually. Probably my least
Mhm.
favorite song on there, but I mess with the concept. Like I get why it was there.
Right.
And lastly, Third Childhood, to where he further saying like, I am hip hop. Hip hop is in me, even in my third childhood. And he kind of gloated about how he was basically center stage for the Hip Hop 50, where somebody else wasn't. That certain somebody also is putting $500 million into K-pop.
Are we gonna talk shit about Jay-Z? Because I would love.
It's safe to say who
I thought
won
that was
that
for
beef.
real.
It's safe to say who won that beef after all. And my brother and I, we both believe. I don't know where you stand on this, Dress, but we both believe "Takeover" is a better song than Ether. But
really, bro, you know how I feel about that. Come on,
yeah,
man.
you think Ether better? I know.
Yes.
Ether a better diss song, 100%. We can't doubt that. Like,
are we not comparing diss songs?
But yeah, you're right.
How you gonna say it's a better diss song? How you gonna say it's a better diss song?
Bro, wait.
No,
I don't think Ether's a better diss song. I think it's a more obvious diss song. Like
it's a better
Ether
diss
is
song.
more like insults, like dick sucking lips, like
a whole bunch of homophobic shit. If we being honest,
yeah,
but
Takeover.
That's what I want to hear too, grown man. Yell at each other. I want to hear that.
The reason why I feel like Takeover is a stronger song because he cooked Nas on numbers in a way that like we hadn't heard nobody do in a diss before. Like we ain't heard nobody like really break down like here's like how many albums you had. Here's what the scan's looking like. Like that's a one hot album every 10-year average. Like it cut to him, right? And he still had time to go over other cats on the same song, right? What
he
Nas
gave some niggas
did
half
was
a bar
like,
at the end.
That's it. That's all you deserve.
That's all you get.
But I feel like Nas was just like, oh, I'm just gonna insult the fuck out you, bro. Like I'm gonna make fun of you in the way
he was mad.
So you are 100% right, and the way that made it make sense to me. Bomani Jones, he would say, "Takeover" was a diss towards a bunch of people, and it was for the consumption of everybody. It was for all of us to enjoy, like me and you enjoy it, and we think it's a better song than Ether, even though I believe Ether is a better diss track. Ether was made for one person, Party of One.
Yep.
and I remember people saying how sad the Rockefeller offices was the day that dropped. And Nas used that to catapult, like he jumped back in, like that revived Nas's career in a sense, because we did get we got Stillmatic, which is a great album. You know what I mean? So that those are like the reasons I think it's a better diss track, even though he wasn't really saying, like he was lying, like he called him a Tabo ho. Like that's hilarious though. Like that is hilarious, bro. Like
bro, because he was on like what was it like? It was one of those MTV shows where they like follow celebrities around, like Fanatic or something like that.
Diary.
It might have been that. But like Jay-Z in the gym, like you know, doing some kickboxing, and Nas is like, "You Tybo ho."
Trying to kick Nas.
that bar.
Yeah, man. No, I really just wanted to credit Nas on him being hip hop this entire time, man. Even at this later stage of life, he's an elder statesman at this point. My only really critique on this album, please don't be rapping about Bitcoin and Ethereum and being a super capitalist, man.
NFTs.
That's my boy.
Don't hit.
I knew you was gonna bring it up.
It just don't hit.
That's the second song.
The second song. Get ready. I don't like
Get ready for the new Nas.
I wasn't feeling it. I don't want to hear you rap about Bitcoin and Ethereum and crypto, even the line, Crypto Scarface, like,
bro,
I don't want to hear that.
Ew.
Yeah, that
I get it, but nah.
I don't want to hear that at all.
I feel like he showed his age on that one. Like
he did.
I feel like he's saying it because so my hold up with this album, like what kind of took me out of it, there'd be times, and this might just be me too, but this might also be, the state of the world we in. He would try and flex on me with money, and I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah.
I don't really want to hear this. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I thought Empire State of Mind Part 3, like, bro, how are you still making Empire State of Mind songs? I didn't hear the second one, but it still felt like he was like walking you through his New York City. It felt like, it make you think of Belly when
Yeah.
he goes sit on the park bench.
Yep.
It felt like he was, calling back to those records and those experiences that, set up the New York he know. But when you and this also came up in Nasty Esco Nazir. I think it's a cool concept. I think it's real dope that Nas can still talk about like the firm and like the different ways he tried to expand his style in the genre. However, don't try and slip in like, oh, I'm committed to chasing money and nourishing my soul. Like, nah, bro, you only get one.
Yeah, you can't do
Like,
both.
you either chasing the money or you taking care of the spirit. You can't do both.
You can't.
You're not gonna fool me.
Yeah. And yeah, that was really my only problem. Like, I don't want to hear about you building casinos, bro. Like, good for you, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to hear that on a Nas record. That's me.
Yeah.
Maybe others want to hear it, but not my cup of tea. That honestly, I think is like my only critique. I didn't have a problem with any of the beats. Madman, that shit hard. That might be my favorite song on there. I did say I didn't like Junkie that much. That's it though. Junkie I didn't care for, and Nas rapping about being a super capitalist, but everything else was fine, man. I liked everything else. And we was talking about New York State of Mind Part 3. That beat nasty, bro. Like that shit hard.
I didn't expect that.
Hard. Yeah, what was people listening to, man? Premier.
I don't know. I thought so too. Like
Premier, I love Premier.
Like I listened to it 3 times, like still trying to figure out, like, bro, what was y'all like? I think just part of it, I think it's just people's expectations, like, because they've been teasing the album for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? They've been talking about they're gonna make an album for a very long time. So I don't know if people just, their expectations like built up crazy and it didn't meet it. But to me, I thought it was a very good hip hop album. And I think it was like the perfect like cherry on top for this series. I can't say right now. I haven't listened to enough to say it's my favorite out of this series because Supreme Clientele 2 is very high on but I'm biased. Like Ghostface is one of my favorite rappers ever, so I'm biased.
I was about to ask you that, like, now that we've heard all the albums from this series, well, I got 2 questions. Now that we've heard all the albums from the series, like, what's standing out as the best to you? But the second thing, and this ties back to the De La Soul album, The Cabin in the Sky. Do you feel like you're hearing the maturity, the aging, I'm not rapping about the shit I rapped about when I was 20 or 30 anymore? Like, not in the same way as De La Soul, where it's like, patty cake, but it still feels like this is made for the younger hip hop fan and not from a younger hip hop fan who listens to Youngboy, a younger hip hop fan who actually is in love with the culture.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think it was for. To answer your first question, this album for sure would be top 3 out of the 7 that dropped. Maybe even 2. It might even be the second best. I would probably say Ghostface number 1, only because, like I said, I'm biased. And that is an incredible album as well. I'm not just saying it because he's my favorite rapper, but it's a great album. And Nas might be probably like 2 or 3. I would say top 3 would be Ghostface, Mobb Deep, and Nas. Like those are probably my 3 favorite albums from this. And to answer your other question, I do think he's making it. He's first of all, he's showing people like going back to like the Andre 3000 quote saying like he owed and he don't have nothing to talk about. It's been all year. Older rappers have been showing you, hey, yeah, you can still rap. And I'll exclude the clips from this because the clips still talking about, even though the album is incredible, the clips is talking about still selling dope and killing niggas and shit. So they don't really count. You know what I mean? But most of these other rappers, especially in this series, and the Legend has a series, it's rappers, that are, rapping about them being older. You know what I'm saying? They're rapping about this stage of their life for the most part. Of course, some of them, being a rapper they have to dig back into, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to a Ghostface album, you want to hear some ghost shit. If you listen to a Mobb Deep album, you want to hear like some violence and shit. Like, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? But they are showing you also that we can make grown hip hop. Like back when Jay-Z was telling us we're wearing button ups and S dots and shit now. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But they did it in a way
Got
that's
those
cool.
Scooby-Doos.
Yeah, man. They did it in a way that's cool and not in a way that's trying to like diss you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They doing
I
it
really
like,
like the,
hey, this is what I'm
this-
doing, and you can follow if you want.
Yeah, I really like the Slick Rick album. I thought that one was dope. He was an older man coming in this hip hop, and he's still spitting like it's really like nothing in him. Like it made it look effortlessly. The Slick Rick one was really good. He was still spitting story raps and all that. I thought that one was great. I like that one a lot. I didn't even listen to the Ghostface one yet. I'm
What?
tripping.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are
tripping. I need to listen to that for real.
I
I
haven't listened
still
to
need to
Raekwon
listen to
yet,
the
though.
Big L one.
I didn't listen
That's
to the Big
another
L
one.
one
I
either.
haven't listened to Big L one yet either. Yeah, I think Raekwon and Big L are the only two I haven't listened to yet. I listened to the rest
Oh,
of
yeah,
them.
I didn't listen to
the other
Raekwon's
five.
either. I listened to a lot of them. I'm
Yeah.
tripping.
Yeah, you got to get on that. But yeah, man, I dig this album, and this is just further proof of people just say anything on the internet. First of all, I don't even like using the word narrative, but somebody will drop a tweet, it gains some steam, and then everybody just jumps on and runs with that narrative, quote unquote. You know what I mean? That's all it was. Cause like, where's the bad preem beats, bro?
No.
I ain't seen them or heard them.
I ain't seen them.
Missed me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But some people also go into listening to albums with the intention to hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that just ain't no
I
way
guess
to.
it do sound dated, like 2000s hip hop album, maybe a 90s hip hop
100%.
But it's not bad though. Like it's not garbage.
I think that was the point. Yeah, I think that was the whole. That was the premise
Yeah.
of the album. Is like this is an ode to hip hop, to the hip hop that he grew up in, and the beats sound like it.
There's a lot of history in there too, because like he mentions the Symphony by Marley Marl, and I think there's a lot of people who've never heard that song, but that's like one of those like building blocks of getting to where we are now in hip hop, like getting to Large Professor live at the barbecue, getting those posse cuts that tie into something huge.
Yeah.
And I think there, like all the things that made up this album, only bringing back AZ from past collaborations, and that's AZ was with Nas on The Firm. AZ is that 90s rap icon.
Was
the
AZ
Steve
the
Miller
only
Band.
feature? Was AZ the only feature on Illmatic?
No, Q-Tip is on there.
Right?
We'll come back to that. But
Yeah.
you're pretty close though, because it's I mean Illmatic 10 songs, and like it's the features are the producers. More than
Yeah, no,
anything.
you're right. That's it. Q-Tip and AZ and Oludar. Oludar is on Life's a Bitch with AZ. But yeah, dang. Yeah, so and it's stuff like that. Like I think he made this for, I guess, his fans that would understand or his generation, you know what I'm saying, that will understand all these callbacks, all these all like the nuances and stuff in the album,
All
like
the references,
all the
all that
Easter
stuff.
eggs, all of that
Yeah.
stuff. He made it for them. But somebody like you saying, somebody who is a younger person but still love hip hop like in its like purest form, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, they will still enjoy this album, you know what I'm saying, because he rapping, you know what I mean, like it ain't like I don't know, I guess I just don't get what the outrage was, bro. I missed it, and I listened to it 3 times.
Want to hear. Yeah, I don't know what people want to hear. Like, what do you think is dope? Like, what's good to you? Like, I don't even know nowadays.
Yeah,
one of my favorite things about this album though is the little clip of Booty Brown from the Far Side on Passing Me By. Where he's like, I wrote graffiti on the bus.
I was wondering where that
wanted to keep going.
I was wondering where that came. That makes sense. I was like, man, it sounds familiar, but I couldn't pin where it was from. Okay, thank you for that. No,
Yeah.
Premier was killing it with the interpolations
Like I
and the
said, I missed
scratching.
that. I missed the scratches and all the extra ad libs. That stuff is dope. It's hip hop, but I don't know, man. People are weird.
So yeah, if you haven't listened to the Nas album, listen to it. Appreciate it for what it is. Appreciate that MC that been out since what 94 is still doing it and
Yeah.
still representing hip hop in a great way. You know what I'm saying? Putting on for Hip Hop 50 like we mentioned earlier. High quality
way.
And he represent hip hop, you know, wherever he go, and he is not putting $500 million into K-pop.
Hey man,